Hey y'all, it's your girl Western Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit me in the comments. Make sure you follow me on Pinterest and Instagram exclusively. That's the only places I'm at. If you want to conversate or whatever the case may be, hit me up over there. Get into all this content. I'm still on my road to 300. I'm still on my road to everything. I'm enjoying doing this, and let's keep it pushing. So you see the pic of this video. I want to hurry up. It's not going to be long. And I always say that, but it's not going to be long. I want to tell y'all my top 5 highs and my top 5 lows of 2021. And maybe I missed some things, but these are the things that I feel like stuck out to me the most. And so here we go. I'm going to do the top 5 highs right now, and then we're going to do the lows, and then y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. For my top 5 highs, and I'm going to start from 5. Lots of wrestling. That was a high for 2021. Since 2020, it seems like wrestling has been everywhere, whether it's AEW, Ring of Honor closed, but they had a big wrestling show to close. Impact Wrestling, WWE got so much fucking wrestling is ridiculous. As well as AEW. New Japan, GCW, Reality Wrestling, not to mention independent promotions all over the place. Hog Wrestling out in New York is doing a lot of big wrestling. It's wrestling. You can literally fill up wrestling 5, 6, 7 days a week if that's something you want to do. I cannot, but you can. And I think that's awesome. But for whatever reason, AEW and WWE fans, because those are the two bigger promotions, literally are like super tribal right now, and it's disgusting. But that's a different thing. Number 4, pandemic era wrestling. The pandemic era of WWE specifically and of WWE was awesome. I think everyone who was there, who was able to be there, really put their all and wanted to showcase what they could do during that year of no audience. And that was some of the best fucking wrestling WWE probably had in the last 15 years. Pandemic era WWE was the best time to look at wrestling if you wanted good wrestling at that moment. And that includes NXT Triple H era. Even during the pandemic era, they was cranking out some decent wrestling. So number 3, all black everything. 2021 we had Apollo Crews Intercontinental. We had Bobby Lashley, Bianca Belair, The New Day had their belts. Everybody black had a motherfucking belt or a title in WWE specifically, and it was a beautiful thing, and I loved it, and it was hot, and it was just awesome, and we was just like, hell yeah, because why the fuck not? And what's the problem? And who got a problem? And those who had a problem because we was celebrating it, we was ready to chop the motherfuckers down. WWE at this particular point ruled in the diversity department over AEW. Period. If it was a contest, it's no contest. Now what they doing right now, eh, but that was a highlight. Number 2, Jade Cargill looming big as the badass bitch she is, and y'all couldn't take, and had to run that woman off of goddamn Twitter. But I'm expecting Jay in 2022 or the end of this year, whenever this tournament is done, to win that TBS belt and be a badass bitch, one of the first black champions in the women's division. If I think the only, because outside of her is Real Velvet and Brandy, to have a belt on those hips. That's why I think Jay getting the push was a top 5 for me. And of course, number 1 was Bianca and Roman Reigns. Bianca Belair is a joy to watch. She's super genuine. I just love looking at her. And Roman Reigns as a heel, he turned in 2020 And he has been on a roll ever fucking since. And I don't even see him ever be in the face. Ever. It's just excellent what Roman Reigns and Bianca Belair are doing, respectively, on their brands. So here's my lows. Number 5. Top 5 lows of 2021. All of the firings. They were rough. Y'all was firing people we like. Y'all was firing people we don't like. Y'all was firing people left and fucking right. We was sitting here like, well, what the hell's going on? Oh my God. I hate to see anybody lose their job. And I hate to see people talking about who's worth it and who's not. But that was terrible, all of this firing. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be more, especially the way they restructured their hiring practices over WWE. And it wasn't just WWE, it was AEW because Big Swole left. And that's a huge void over there at AEW. Number 4, bullying online. I know you hear me talk about incels and neckbeards and pick-me's and all these type of weird motherfuckers on the internet who always got something to say, who don't understand what the fuck they looking at, who don't know how to read and comprehend what they're reading. The type of people who always tell people, oh, wait and see. Oh, why is it always about race? Oh, I don't see color. Oh, why do you talk about men like that? Oh, you're gonna die alone. Oh, you're so fat. Oh, you're so black. Oh, you're so pale. Oh my God, look at how they look. Oh my God, look. People who don't do shit, won't attempt to do shit, scared to do shit, call themselves introvert, anxiety ridden fucking motherfuckers who don't get ass, always got something to say about people who are willing to overcome their um looks, burdens, whatever is a hindrance to them, and step out on faith and do some shit. It's always somebody right there to say, you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to wear that? You sure? I don't know. Them is the type of people in 2022 I don't want to fucking see no more. I don't want to fucking hear it either. Number 3, the tribalism that has solidified, calcified with AEW and WWE fans. At this point, you either like WWE or you like AEW. It seems with these fans, you cannot be in the middle. You can't enjoy both. You can't have a take on one without bringing up the other. You can't do nothing. It's always an argument. If Roman Reigns fought, somebody got to say, well, the AEW champ fought it harder. If fucking Daniel Bryan does a black flip, well, Kofi Kingston he do backflips, but it ain't that good. If Charlotte Flair twists her ass, well, Britt Baker, she this is just what y'all do. Y'all take the fun out of every fucking thing. It's one thing to sit on here and critique and make your point, and I get on here, critique, make my point, say what I want to say, and completely fucking forget what it was I posted because I'm posting it at the time and I'm done. Y'all motherfuckers talk about wrestling all fucking day. You eat, breathe, and sleep wrestling, but yet you don't physically get in that ring and break your goddamn body up for it. And that's something I don't respect. Eddie Kingston is his name. Um, Eddie Kingston, I like him. I need him to win something too next year. I don't. I think I agree when he was like on his. He did Swerve City's podcast. He said Twitter ain't real, and he doesn't allow people who he never gonna see, people who don't fucking know him, people who don't understand what's going on when stuff went on, to run his life. Now, some people do need to get canceled, and those people get canceled in 4K, as y'all put it. But Twitter becomes this whole cesspool. Like right now, they're fucking going back and forth with Tay Conti and fucking this weirdo who I always thought was a weirdo, who got his tongue out all the fucking time, and that's not cute. But they going back and forth, and this woman done deleted her Twitter because y'all talking about she broke up this man's marriage because they ended their engagement, and it's just like it's fucking weird. It's weird as fuck. Number 5, number my top 5 low of 2021 was number 2, Becky Lynch, excuse me, and Charlotte. Those were my 2 lows. Um, I wasn't excited. Um, and that's unfortunate because Becky Lynch is a likable person. She's a likable person outside of wrestling. And I don't like Becky Lynch because she's a heel. I just don't. She's annoying right now, and it's not natural. It's forced. Charlotte is a natural bitch, so that's good for her. But the fact that WWE keeps going back to the same old formula and scared to let other women do their thing is a problem for me. You can't keep going back to the same old people. We have literally seen the four horsemen for the last, what, 10 years? Either you're going to move on to move the old guard up. They can stay at the top of the card, but you're going to have to let these young chicks touch that belt. You're going to have to let them rock. You can't keep doing what you're doing with these belts. It's not bringing no prestige to them. It's useless because in real life, Becky Lynch should not be beating no young ass bitch like Liv Morgan. No, Becky ain't old, but give me a break. Her wrestling isn't all that great any fucking way. And neither is Charlotte. Because if Charlotte does another one of them fucking moonsaults and landing on her feet like a fucking 10-tongue house, I'm gonna have a damn coronary. And my top low of 2021 is Rhea Ripley. I look at Rhea Ripley and I'm sad because where she comes from, where she came from, NXT, to where she is now, floundering with fucking Nikki ASH. Even Nikki ASH is fucking sad. But Rhea Ripley is something else. Rhea Ripley should not be dealing with what she's dealing with right now, and it's sad to see. And that's one of the lows of WWE. That's my top low. For 2021, I need her. 2022, I need her to be doing some wild shit. I need her to either take one of them spikes off her jacket and stab a bitch in the shoulder or something. Because what they got her doing now and how Charlotte just ruined that woman and threw her down and got her buried and hooked up the way she is, it's terrible. It's terrible. So that was it. That's my top 5 high and low of 2021. You guys tell me what your highs and lows were in the comments, and I'll hit you on the next one later.